We've been staying in touch with the Ohio Department of Transportation and law enforcement throughout the night about any problems you could face on the road.
Our northern counties started seeing the snowfall late last night, where our southern counties saw more ice and sleet.
We have live team coverage of this latest wintry blast. Brooke Moore and Dan Edwards are keeping their eyes on conditions in Montgomery and Darke counties. We start with Brooke Moore, who's in Dayton. What do you see there?
Well, we're downtown right now. We're just outside St. Clair. They are on a 2-hour delay because of the conditions this morning. We've been telling you how it's gone from ice to snow. You can see the snowflakes are coming down right now, and it's starting to kind of build up on the sidewalk. You can see we've got just kind of a nice little layer here, but underneath that is ice, and that's what you're going to need to be careful for if you're running out the door this morning, hitting the sidewalks, also the roads. You're going to see here there's a huge pile of salt there right in the middle of the street. That's because a salt truck actually just drove by here within the last couple of minutes. So they are out working. Crews are out here trying to make sure that the snow that's coming down right now is not going to deceive you on top of that light layer of ice that's out there on the roads. They're trying to make sure you're safe this morning, but you are going to want to take it easy. This is not going to be the morning to rush out the door and try to speed to wherever you're getting. You are going to want a little bit of extra time out there. Accidents, we're keeping an eye on that. Carrie has her ear to those scanners. She's going to let you know where we're seeing any trouble spots this morning, but also school closings and delays. I told you about St. Clair. Dayton public schools are closed today because of the weather, so we're going to be out here the rest of the morning keeping an eye as traffic starts to pick up. We'll let you know what we're seeing here, and we'll check back in with you here in about a half an hour. Reporting live in Dayton, I'm Brooke Moore. 2 News Today, working for you.
And the forecast snow will add the 2 inches already on the ground in Darke County. It fell heavily at times beginning late last night. Dan Edwards continues our live team coverage of this wintry blast from Greenville. Good morning, Dan.
Yeah, we are in Greenville and Darke County, and the snow is somewhat tapered off here, not coming down quite as heavy as it was. And we want to give you a look, obviously, at the road conditions up here in Darke County. It's gotten probably the most snow of many areas around the region here. You see a car going by, and you've got the slush coming up from underneath those tires, but really not too bad. We've seen plenty of ODOT trucks going by, certainly fully loaded with salt, but traffic beginning to build. And that's going to be somewhat helpful as, kind of knocks that down a little bit. And, of course, as the snow tapers off, we'll be able to get these snowplows out and kind of knock that slush out of your way. But more on the way, as Jamie says. And kind of Darke County is always a harbinger of things to come, so it's always why we like to come up here. Just really give yourself some extra time to thaw out that car this morning or your truck. It's about 1:30 this morning. Darke County ODOT crews had about 13 crews out on the roads in the Greenville area. They told us about 2 inches of snow at that time, but I think it's probably back up to 3. At least that's what our dispatch told me about a half hour ago. And, of course, they urge us to watch our speeds while traveling over bridges and overpasses, as they obviously have begun to freeze and will be a major concern. And Brian is down. Salt's already being applied, and most ODOT crews are going to be at full capacity throughout the day to keep these roads knocked down. But, the morning commute probably not going to be as bad as that afternoon commute. Well, Jamie will give you more details. So, again, we talked to the Darke County Dispatch about a half hour ago. They say about 3 inches here in the Darke County area. Reporting live in Greenville, Dan Edwards, 2 News Today, working for you.
And we've already heard of several slick spots throughout the area, so we caught up with the Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers and asked what you can do to stay safe while traveling. Troopers warn if you do have to be on the roads, be on the lookout for first responders who may be helping other drivers.
When you have people that are sliding off the road all over the place and crashing, and you're out standing outside of your vehicle trying to get them aid, you're extremely vulnerable.
Troopers also say to make sure your gas tank is filled and make sure your phone charged in case you get stuck. And make sure you download our free apps for your mobile device so you have weather, news, and traffic at your fingertips. Also, visit WDTN.com for continuing coverage.